Hopefully it's now not fucking up. And it's like, no, you guys might not hear the music like I might do. This is the general music. It's not creepy if you guys are thinking of that. Trust me, I've seen stuff like this happen before. Thinking about it now, I can't see how I'm scared at this point because I've seen a lot of stuff and yeah, a lot of stuff. I'm into horror, okay? Hopefully it is fixed. But like I think this has happened once or twice before. But it's on occasion, but it never glitched out this bad. Hopefully now. And yes, this is like a dead planet, but it's my dead planet. I love it. Let me know if that music was playing before. And then please, somebody let me know if this has happened to you on No Man's Sky and what's happening. I am confused because I love playing this game. My dad got it for me, he got me into it. And I probably, even after this, probably won't stop playing the game because I just completely enjoy it. But I'm starting to become completely terrified now. Like, WTF? The sound has changed as I entered the room. Seriously? Oh my god, this is cold. See, as the sound changes when I enter the room. This is unusual. It shouldn't be changing. Hopefully this is just a glitch, because I'm terrified right now. Just let me know if you see anything I missed that you think is odd and that I need to know of. Because I have heard of some creepy very creepy planets before. Honestly, I'm not fazed by them because I don't think that some of it is true. Yes, maybe the planet's creepy in its own atmosphere, but I never. Okay, I'm now just gonna go to my effing teleporter and leave. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Let me first get one, because I'm gonna go to my other worlds and see if there's acting the same. Also, do follow me on Instagram. Username Tom the Drunk Lonely Emo. And also, if you do follow me on Instagram, you can also find a link in my Instagram account to my art account. I think. I hope so. If not, I'm gonna add that. You can see the art that I make and post on that. I do some post art on my main account, but I made the art account just for that because I do more role playing on my main account. So you probably remember the thing that I made yesterday upon Skyrim. But yeah, I'm kind of sort of becoming freaked out. Hopefully it's not doing the same thing here. Anyways, hopefully here's not glitching out, I hope. Like, I seriously hope. If it is, I'm gonna probably be scared out of my wits, because shit like this does not just happen like this. Because, like, I'm pretty sure that stuff like this don't happen. So far in this world, I'm not seeing anything off about it. Hopefully it stays that way, and it was only just that one, you know, planet. I'm just hoping it's just that one planet, because if it's not, I'm going seriously. If it is just that one planet, then I'm still gonna be freaked out, be like, what the hell is wrong with that planet? Cause something is wrong if it's just that planet. So right now nothing out of the ordinary is happening, so and just to let you know, if you hear steps, because my character does actually, they have that thing in No Man's Sky where you can actually hear your own steps. So. If you haven't played No Man's Sky, I suggest you to. It's really cool. I play on a PlayStation 3. And honestly, I prefer PlayStation 3, and that's in my opinion. But you guys can do whatever you like. Like, I think it's available on other consoles other than the PlayStation 3. And I also, yeah, I know it's available on Xbox and on a computer. Because I remember searching up addresses to people's places. This is what happens when you post your address on this Wikipedia thing. Because at first I was trying all of them thinking they're all PlayStation, but then it took me to a whole nother different planet, and then I go back and check my phone, did I mess up on something? No, it's just for a PC, and I'm like, okay then. But well, I'm pure and nothing's being bugging out yet, so might as well make this at least as interesting as possible. God damn it. Okay, I freaked up here. Hold on. Okay, this is how it's supposed to be. So, like, maybe I could tell you this is a story or something, because, I'm good at those. So, I have this one experience I do want to share since when I was I think around 4 or 5. I don't remember what age I was, but I do remember this incident so clearly. It's kind of hard to forget. But one time, I was in my room and it was like bedtime, and I remember I didn't want to go to sleep because I was not yet tired. So I just stayed up for a bit. Like, I was just like a normal child. But I'm now concerned, like, why didn't my mom come and check on me? That's just weird. Does she not care that her child's sleeping or not? Like, seriously. Well, honestly, I'm not gonna blame her for that. That's one of my faults, so, yeah. I was just standing there, or like standing or sitting, I don't remember. But I remember I was just off and like, I wasn't aware of the place around me. And it was basically off in my own world. In my, like, you know how when you were a little kid, your imagination takes control over you. And then I finally came back to reality and found, like, what was in front of me was this very, like, ghostly, pale looking person. It was a he, I can tell. And this person had, like, black hair and some sort of pajamas. I don't remember what was that design, but I know there was something printed on it. And he looked about maybe my age now or a bit older. And I remember seeing that, and I totally, in my 4-year-old mind, I was like, oh my god, freak out, and I started freaking out. So after a while I calmed down, but still it kind of sort of scared me. But I go to look back at him, and then he finally whispers or says something. It was just a simple hi. But I remember that hi so clearly. It still scares me. But now I look back on it, it's like he was probably just a harmless like spirit just visiting, and like I just scared it off. But ever since that day, I haven't seen or heard or even witnessed any paranormal activity after that. So yeah, but like with the third eye and being able to see a ghost, basically I can say that I do I have opened it, because if I haven't, I wouldn't be able to see that. And yes, I'm very religious, so don't mind me, but I'm not as religious as, like, I have my own religion. I'm not Christian. Sorry. I'm more into Wiccan. But honestly, like, you can be into whatever and I would not care. I still think of you as a person. Just remember that. But yeah, it's also been other stories that I could share. Like one recent story, I am into Cradle of Filth, and so are my parents, and I've already seen Cradle of Filth once before this, and that was amazing. Like, I can tell that the recent time one of the cartoonists did recognize my face, because like I think he did remember me from the one of the last concerts. And I was so hyped, and I got introduced to some new bands, and of course how that works. But then this coming concert, like this one that my stepdad, my mom, and me wanted to go see, because not only Cradle was playing again, but I was gonna see one of my other favorite stars that I've already met in person, Wednesday 13. And that was amazing. And I also got introduced to Raven Black, and I actually got to meet Raven Black. They're a nice band. You should check them out. They're very nice. They're great at performance, and like seriously, they're like magic. It's you fall in like love with the music instantly. But anyways, like the first two showings, the first one that shown was Raven Black. Then after Raven Black, Wednesday 13 came up, and this is when I was in the front for the first two shows. And like to tell you, there's only two of those shows that I've actually met. Like I said, Wednesday 13 himself, and Raven Black and the whole crew. I even have a picture on it. If you follow me on Instagram, you can probably see that, and Potent, you could see that too. But as I was saying, like everybody's hyped and chill, but there's some people next to us that I was starting to worry about, but I did not let that get the bad side of fun. Like the people talk, they're getting drunk. It's okay. This is at the House of Blues. I get it. Though it's my second time at a concert, I still see, like I kind of sort of got it from the first time. But once Cradle of Filth got him, people started going crazy, which I understand. It's Cradle of Filth. How can you not go crazy with Cradle of Filth? Especially when you've been waiting for them all night. Honestly, I was more there like, yeah, I loved Cradle, but like my hype for Cradle was for the first Cradle of Filth concert I went to. So I was more there for Wednesday 13 and whatever band there was, so yeah. still Cradle of Filth is good. But people were getting so crazed that literally someone, before Cradle of Filth was like setting up on stage, I was trying to get my mom and my stepdad to, I've been trying to get them like, hey, can we move, because I had a feeling in my stomach telling me that we should move. And guess what ends up happening? I got, like, this guy literally pours, like, beer all over me and my mom. Like, seriously, I had to take a shower after that. Like, once I got home, I had to take a shower. And the bad thing about it it wasn't even good beer. It was that horrible stuff, so... I'm like, at least, it's like, if you're gonna pour beer on someone, make it, like, at least good. Because that's just so, like, you know, rude. But in genuine, I had such a great time, but that was like my experience. Same ones like 15. One of my stories that I do remember and am willing to tell. But if for you guys that wanna get to know me more, I can tell you guys other stories. Like I have this one that I don't mind telling now. It's just, this shows how much the school district and Oceanside really gives a damn. Like seriously, my school sucks. Not my school right now, but like to be honest, my school right now, they suck as well because they're very assholes. What do I expect? This school district is asshole. But I was originally going to this school. I call it D because I don't want to give out any personal information. Like, just don't. You guys already know this is an Oceanside, and then that's all you need to know. Okay, I was in this elementary school. I was saying counseling. This original school that I've gone to, I've been going there since I was in kindergarten. I had to repeat kindergarten twice because, let me tell you, my old kindergarten teacher back in Lincoln Park, Michigan, she was meant to be like a 5th or like 6th grade teacher, not like, she was not fit for kindergarteners. She's too strict. So yeah. But this teacher basically got me one thing I hate about the teacher is she, as a punishment, say you were bad that day. And I wasn't really being bad. I was just being a 4 or 5-year-old. Of course, like of course, I was like, I was still learning that people have feelings too. And and I was always one of the kids that were down on. I just started thinking she just hated me. Just plain out hated me. It was out to get me for a long time. And I do remember that I have met this other kindergarten teacher that I do remember. She was nice. I ended up in her class the next year, but I know basically only I got held back is because of behavior, not because of my understanding. Which I feel that's kind of sort of not really fair, honestly. It happens. There's nothing I can do. It just happens. But yes, finally I get to the school named D. So I'm my kindergarten there, and I go through first. Like I used to be a major bully in kindergarten. I don't know what it was going through my mind. First grade, I started getting a bit better, and from first grade, basically my behaviors changed a lot. People still like make fun of me, like start picking on me, which I get because I was kind of sort of mean to them. So they're gonna probably be being back now because then they notice I'm not a threat anymore. But I've changed completely from this very wretched, mean child that would bite people. Yes, I would bite people. Into who I am now, and trust me, I am more like I have respect and all that now. Like seriously, I am more mature than I was. But anyways, I kept on getting better, and then stuff started going downhill when I got into 4th grade. And I'll call my teacher Mr. R. I think I do remember him saying that he was a middle school teacher, and he was actually really strict, but he done something a teacher should never do. Like I was saying with the kindergarten teacher, she leaves kids alone in the classroom and go to assemblies and all this free time. She's leaving 4, 5-year-olds unsupervised in a classroom, thinking they're just gonna sit there. Hell, we never sit there. We just do whatever the hey we wanted. It's like she's not here. She's not here to discipline us, and what she doesn't do, she doesn't know. So yeah, but seriously, just don't leave if you're a teacher, never leave your students alone in the classroom, especially if you're 4 or 5 years old. That's just a kind of sort of a bad move to make, and it really doesn't get the best out of the teachers. But anyways, back to Mr. R. I was trying to get to like him and get to know him. I really wanted to have a good relationship with him like I did with all my other teachers. But something about him may set me off. Basically, he was one of those that no fooling around and all that. And of course, like everybody, they like to fool around, and this was a teacher where you get placed with if you have problems in math, which I did. He kind of sort of, once he found out I was sort of lost cause, as like I had difficulty doing work to the point that like it got so frustrating, and whenever he tried to help, I still wouldn't get what he's trying to say, or if I did, his help was not really. I really didn't learn anything that year. And he's like, he would start putting me literally in the back of the class. Like I had my own table to myself. And I just like gave up and I was like, fine, if you're gonna treat me like this, and this is where my artistic inspiration and my or increased major is because I had nothing else to do. And he just basically is like, you know what, boom, you're not part of my class anymore, you're sitting in the back, be quiet, I don't care what else you do. Basically like saying that, but not like virtually, but like physically saying that, like, okay, you make it purposely, I can't see what you're doing, so I'm just gonna sit here and start drawing. And that's how I became an artist like I am now. To be honest, this is what I'm becoming, like to like a teenager, or have the attitude and all that. But then, like after that, it was a troublesome year, and I do remember I finally got a diagnosis. I was on autism disorder. I wasn't very high on the spectrum, but I was still on it. And my school, D, was wanting to deny that I was on scale, and that it's just it has nothing to do with my learning. Actually, no, like my mom was like, actually, in fact, it does, because honestly, it does. Autism makes it harder to understand stuff, and that was what my school was understanding. But I was seeing a counselor, and I got into speech, and my speech therapist. Oh my God, I can't believe she's a speech therapist. Like, seriously, she talks so fast that you can't even get a word in edgewise. It's like, and you can't even understand what she's saying because she's talking too fast. And one time I actually, like, before the year end, when I was in 5th grade, I kind of sort of said to her, like, I was kind of sort of getting tired of being mistreated. So I was like, you know, like, you think my autism is just a like medical disability? And she just nodded and said yes. And then I was like, okay, but that's not true, stop denying. Then she's like, the autism shouldn't be affecting who you are, and yada yada yada. I was like, I got mad. I was like, really? It does have a major effect on who I am. And I did start like really angry. Like I was like, and like I have a speech problem with speech. You can't realize that because you talk too fast, and I can't see how you're like somebody like you become a freaking speech therapist, and you're not a good speech therapist. And I was like, you like. I basically finally admit to her, like, you are, like, what's your job here? Because you're definitely not being a speech therapist, that's for sure. Like, you're not doing your job. And she got mad at me, and I just basically got into class because the bell rang, and yeah. But this is like in 5th grade. I was saying in my class for half a year, I didn't really learn that much. Except that's when I started getting into writing, so I was writing more. Finally, like, I said something upon the lines because I was angry at somebody. And they're looking at a kid that's autism and does not know exactly how to express himself, because I didn't know how to express myself. And it's like I said, like, oh, I have this list of people that I wish like could like not exist or like disappear. I was like, I really want them gone. Like, I really want them, like I really wish that this would stop. And just because I wrote kill list makes them automatically like boom, police called, everything. My mom, it's like they didn't even ask my permission to do this. And basically my parents didn't even have aware, like they didn't even know what the hell is going on. It's like they just, all they know is they got a call saying, oh, there's a police here. And I was terrified. I was like, what did I do? Like, hopefully the police is not getting caught on me. And then I found out later, oh, this police is being caught on me. Shit. Like, and I was like, what the hell? No, like, what's going on here? Like, I'm terrified. But as like continues on, I got arrested and put on a psych hold, and that was all just a misunderstanding. They literally thought I was a threat, and this school didn't take me back. Yeah, this basically like, no, you're not coming back here. Sorry, bye. So basically, then I started going into a homeschool thing, and that was pretty nice. I loved it. It was awesome. It was a fun experience. But then me and my mom would get into fights more, and this is kind of what made me and my mom drew far from each other, because I started basically like I started having a very bad relationship with my mom, and I still do, but I'm hoping things get better, to be honest. But what I did was kind of sort of like shitty to her, but I'm getting into that in like a whole another story into itself. But anyways, other things that happened. I finally get into another school, which I actually felt like I was involved in something, and I actually had actual friends. And so everything started looking up for me, and I started feeling more appreciated. Then I finally graduated, and it was a nice graduation. I met two of my friends that I still talk to, which is Jamari, and Marlies. Me and Marlies actually hanged out like once after school, like not in school. We kind of sort of had the best time ever. We gone to Japan, little Tokyo, Japan. It's like up in Los Angeles, I believe. But it's like, it was amazing. I loved it there, and it was like I had a good time. And the parents were so nice. They offered to buy me literally a pajama, like a little nightgown that has "thank you" in both either Chinese or Japanese and English. It had a cat on it, and I liked it, and it was literally $100, and they were like buy one and get one free, or like they were having a sale of buy one get one 50% off or something. And so I, of course, like any other kid, like I wanted it, and they're like, oh, go on, grab it, and it was like, wait, you're serious? And they're like, yeah, and I was like, you don't have to do this for me, but okay, thanks. I let you know I actually tried sugar, just sugar cane. Yeah, it's sugar cane. I tried sugar cane. It was actually really good, surprisingly. Like really good. I really liked it. It is a little bit sugary, but that's the point of it. It was supposed to be sugary. And so like that was just great, awesome. I'm shooting this thing steadily. Okay, but something happened with my tool. Anyways, I got distracted. Don't mind me. And as I was saying, finally I was finally finally I get into middle school, and this is just recent, but yeah, since Marlies moved away, she's just 30 minutes away, and since I was going to another school district, like not another school district, but a different school where my friend Jamira was going to a different middle school than I was, since she gone to her local middle school and I gone to mine. It is like, I was afraid at first, but then I actually had like one of the best times. Like seriously, it was amazing. I loved it. But to be honest, at first I didn't really know what to do or what to think because I'm just this new like person walking into another like school which I could get bullied at, yada yada yada. I don't know what's going on, what's gonna go on, and what do I do? But I end up getting back up with some of my old friends from D, because I do have some old friends. Ariana, she's really nice. And she introduced me to my best friend, now best friend. Like, we're inseparable. Like, seriously, I still even visit her and text her. Like seriously, I do a lot for her. Just because I can't. And I got to meet, friend which her, nickname is Matt, and we became like so close. And it's like she was actually one of my very first best friends that I actually came so close as we are. Like seriously, it's like as soon as I met her, like her personality, first I was like hesitant, and then as I get to know her, it was like we instantly, boom, friends, we're meant to be friends. Like that, this year was fun and it's nice. But she was, even though she's the same age as me, she's still, now going to high school, and I'm like, how are you same age, but not in same grade? Even though it's held back, she's supposed to be in 7th. I was like, why are you not in 7th? Man. But, so, I have to go 2 years without, being with having her to hang out with, because to be honest, every time that I ever got a chance to actually hang out with her is more like a relief, honestly, because of all the other kids at school. And I've been having anxiety and dreams, having anxiety and dreams, yeah. I started really having anxiety issues in my dreams. It's like her not being there, and I remember me saying to my mom, in my dream, oh yeah, I can do this with Matt. Oh, she's not gonna be at my school, yada yada yada. And I started getting very upset, and so I kind of sorta. Yeah, I was unsure. But other than that, we still talk. I still hang out with her. Like, I remember a few weeks ago, I just went over to her house. Had a fun time, honestly. Which she probably is going to her mom's soon. But anyways, that's my life's been kind of sort of I've been through a lot of stuff that I could tell you a whole lot of stories about little tiny stories within themselves. It's and I'm still a young teenager, and I have already seen a lot. And so okay, this is the only drop for left. Okay then, okay then. That's sad. Anyways, so that's basically it. That's a lot to actually tell people. I never told people this stuff before. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm gonna end the video here. If you guys like the stories and all that, I hope you guys enjoy this. Have a great day and peace out.